Welcome to the Money Hour with host Tina Mitchell. Tina Mitchell, MLO 145420, is a licensed loan originator with Highlands Residential Mortgage Limited, NMLS 134871. The views expressed by the speakers on the following program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views of Highlands Residential Mortgage Limited, nor are they necessarily endorsed by Highlands Residential Mortgage Limited. Now, in the studio, local mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell.
Welcome to the Money Hour on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, December 25th holiday show. Blessed is the season which engaged the whole world with love. You can also listen to my podcast, Facebook premiere show, or the show on my YouTube channel. In addition, for more information on upcoming events, you can go to tinamitchellevents.com. I am your host, Tina Mitchell, and your local mortgage expert, bringing in expert advice and inside knowledge on today's events and how they can affect your money. If you are hearing my show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast. I am here to answer any questions, or better yet, to connect you with the guests that I have on the show today. Please call the show at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. And the lineup for today's holiday show, we'll be having a panel conversation with both of my guests, Lei Wang of Journey with Lei and Albie Delgado of the Solar Guy. I'll also be having a conversation with Lei, double your revenue next year or next quarter, followed by my conversation with Albie, Residential Solar Savings Program. Also, if you're watching my show on our Facebook premiere or my YouTube channel, I would like to introduce my producer over at Hubbard Radio, Benny.
Hi there, Tina, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and your families.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, Benny.
Welcome.
Right back at you and to your twin boys.
Oh, man, they're so excited.
I bet it's going to be a great Christmas for sure.
Yep.
So definitely could not do everything that I do with Benny without Benny and all of the work that he does. So great information, great guest in studio today. For more information on any topic discussed, please call the show at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. Holiday or not, we're still going to start out with a little bit of money chat.
Money.
And for today's money chat, a little bit that's going on with the feds and what's happening with mortgage interest rates. So this is Tina Mitchell here with your money chat. Personal consumption expenditure showed that headline inflation rose 0.6% in November, which was hotter than anticipated. This caused the year-over-year reading to increase from 5% to 5.7%, the hottest reading in almost 40 years. The Fed's favorite measure on inflation is PCE. The core rate, which strips out food and energy prices and is the real focus that the Fed has, was up 0.5%, which was also about around where consensus said it was going to be. Year over year, the index increased from 4.1% to 4.7%. I expect inflation to continue to increase until February, where I think that we will reach the peak of inflation. It will still remain elevated for some time after that, but once the Fed starts hiking up rates, which most likely will be in May, inflation should start to ease a little bit. The Fed dots plot showed that the consensus is that 3 rate hikes in 2022 and 2 or 3 in 2023. Of course, all of this can be changed with the economic data, market performance, and of course, the COVID variants. But it shows that the Fed members are all on board. Initial job claims, which measures individuals filing for unemployment benefits for the first time, was unchanged at 205,000, which is a low level. Continued claims, which measures individuals who continue to receive benefits, decreased from 8,000 to 1.859 million, which is a post-pandemic low. Nothing new here. Employers are having a hard time finding new workers and are reducing their pace of firing. In housing news, new home sales, which measures signed contracts on new homes, were up 12% in November at a 744,000 annual pace. But that doesn't tell the whole story. October was revised lower from 745,000 to 622,000 when factoring in that new home sales are really unchanged for last month. Now, Diane Olick did her best to put a negative sign on the report. Sales are lower, but builders are purposely turning down sales because they are backlogged. Additionally, she brought up higher rates being a factor. These are new home sales, and these buyers will not be closing for several months. First-time home buyers have accounted for 26% of sales, which is down from 29% last month. This is the one part of the report that was a little concerning because this is really a low level for first-time home buyers. Cash buyers remained at 24%, while investors purchased 15% of homes, which is down from 17%. Foreclosures and short sales accounted for less than 1% of all transactions. CoreLogic realized their released their single family rent report showing that in October rents were up 11% year over year. This is the sixth consecutive record within this report. Detached rentals, which are higher in demand, rose by 12%, while attached were up 9%. It's a difficult market to find a home with a robust demand and the tight supply. Additionally, home prices have risen sharply and interest rates have come off of their all-time never seen before levels, which is making it challenging for renters. Rents are rising aggressively and renewals can continue to rise each year. And that's a little bit for your money chat. Coming up next on the Money Hour, we're going to be having a panel conversation with my two guests, Lay and Albie. And you're listening to the Money Hour on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, December 25th holiday show. May your walls know joy. May every room hold laughter and every window open great possibilities for the new year. You can also listen to my podcast, Facebook premiere, or the YouTube channel. In addition, for more information on upcoming events, please go to TinaMitchellEvents.com. I am your host, Tina Mitchell, and local mortgage expert. It is a great day to talk about money, and that's what the show is all about, how to make money, save money, so you can have a better quality of life for you and your family. If you're hearing my show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast. I'm here to answer any questions or connect you with the guests that I have on the show today. Please call the show at 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. And now for our panel conversation with Lay Wang of Journey with Lay and Albie Delgado of The Solar Guy right here on 1150 AM KKNW. Welcome to both of you for the show.
Hello there.
Hi,
Yeah.
thank you for having me here.
Excited to have you. So before we get started on the panel conversation, I would love to do a little introduction. First, Lay Wang of Journey with Lay. She was the first Asian woman to complete the Explorers Grand Slam, a journey of the summits to the highest mountains of each of the 7 continents and to the North and South Pole. As she endured outstanding hardships and overcame life-threatening obstacles, she explored what motivated her to risk her life and achieve this difficult and very difficult feat. She asked herself what motivated and empowered to success and made an astonishing discovery. Lay realized that excitement is the force that motivates and empowers every one of us to take action and even to do things impossible and take risk in our lives. She saw that excitement is what transformed her from a typical city girl from Belgium to a record-setting climber. She saw that excitement is the force that can probe all of us to go from ordinary to extraordinary. So I'm so excited, Lay, to have you in studio. You've been a featured presenter at my Power Hour Lunch and Learns as you're a keynote speaker, and she's an author. So Lay, thank you so much again for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
And a little bit about Albie is a residential solar specialist that covers 32 states for homeowners looking to save money. He's married with 3 children, not little ones. They're 23, 27, and 29. And he actually has one grandchild. Is it Lena?
Lena, yes.
Lena, beautiful name. It's a year old. We've had our first grandchild as well, and she's going to be a year in February. So we have something in common there. He loves spending time with his family and helping others. He's a giver and is part of 2 nonprofit organizations in New Jersey. He has over 30 years of sales experience and over 15 years of networking experience. So Albie, welcome to you to my show as well. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
So first question, we'll start out with you, Lay. What is the next big thing that you're working on for your business as we're getting into a new year, 2022? Crazy to say 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Actually, for me, every year have been a continuation of the previous year. As you know, I have been doing leadership coaching for many years. And during the pandemic, when I was working with a lot of small business owners, I realized just leadership coaching is not enough to help them because everyone needs more customers, need more revenues, they need tangible results. They need results that can be explained by numbers. So I added business strategy consulting to my coaching business. So that proved to be super effective and very well welcomed by my clients because everyone needs that. So I'm continuing to expand that in 2022.
That is so exciting, Lay, because as you know, in the coaching space, personal mastery, which is your mindset, and that's really what you have started and created for your business, is so important because that's the foundation. You have to have the mindset, and everything that you were able to accomplish that I mentioned in your bio absolutely was surrounded around mindset. But then, like you stated, and I love how you've leveled this up in your coaching, because yes, having the tools and resources and the roadmap to exactly what to do to be successful in lead generation is important. And you definitely had to put a roadmap together and a very strategic goal, literally step by step, of how you were actually going to accomplish and make it up to the top of those mountains. So I'm really excited for you, Lay, as you're leveling up and being able to offer the technique and the mindset all combined together.
Thank you.
Yeah, very exciting. Albie, how about for you? What is the next big thing that you're working on as we're getting into a new year in 2022?
Well, I have some new partnerships, so now I can officially do all 50 states for residential solar and also all 50 states for commercial solar as well.
Wow. That is great. So that definitely is taking your business to the next level and allowing you to be able to support more people. And that's what we all are in business to do. It's to be of support to others. And so now that you have that ability, and I see that you have, for those of you that are watching our Facebook premiere or seeing us on YouTube, you'll see that Albie has all 50 states that he's added into his title there on his Zoom image. So that is awesome. Congratulations on that, Albie.
Yeah.
So Lay, what is the biggest challenge that you are facing in your business right now that you had in 2021 that you still see possibly coming into 2022? And what do you see that you're doing in overcoming that? Because no matter how great we are in our business, or I'm in the top 1% national in the nation for my mortgage business, and I will tell you every day there are challenges coming in. So whether we're the best of the best in our space or not, we all have challenges. The difference is recognizing what those are and then always leveling up in what you can do to overcome those. So what would you say that is for you, Lay?
Well, for me, that was tied to what I just mentioned, why I added business strategy consulting to coaching. It's a big challenge for many coaches are how do you quantify your results? Yeah. How do you make your results more tangible? So I think in 2022, I will be also expanding to help other coaches to learn how they can quantify their results to help them build their coaching business while I'm helping my clients who are the leaders, either in a bigger company or small business owners, to get tangible results in their work.
Very, very exciting. And Albie, how about for you? Biggest challenge that you've faced in your business, and how are you overcoming that as we're getting into a new year?
I think the problem that I deal with, which is going to probably be ongoing, is lack of education by homeowners, because there's a lot of assumptions about solar. Hey, it's expensive. Is it too heavy? It's going to ruin my roof. There's a lot of misinformation. So it's all about education and just informing the consumer of all the do's and don'ts and all the pros and cons and the many benefits of solar.
Yeah, and that's great. And for all of us in our individual businesses, is being able to recognize what those objections are, and then leading with eliminating versus waiting for overcoming them. And I do some coaching as well as Lay. And you always hear coaches talk about, let me give you some dialogue around eliminating objections. I don't believe in eliminating. I don't believe in overcoming. I believe in elimination. So you already know what those objections are with your clients, and it's bringing those up front. And that's really what a presentation is it's filled with the what ifs, or the questions, which questions are really just a softer way of objections around product or service. So that's exciting that you have found a solution and really being able to educate the buyers on the benefit of solar. So Lay, as you think about the future of your business, and I know in the immediate future, because we've talked about that with the last two questions that I have, but what else do you see for your business as you're moving forward in your new venture and your new journey in your business coaching program?
Yeah, I see coaching definitely is more in demand in the future, because more and more people are getting educated about what is coaching, and the more people got a taste of how coaching can help them improve their life, improve their career, improve their business. And they're going to hear more from other people who benefited from that. So I believe that the demand for coaching will be on the rise. And of course, the challenge is also going to be the quality people are requiring going to be higher. Like I know during pandemic, so many people entered this space, and and people probably bombarded with all kinds of marketing information. So down the road, it's really getting the real results for the clients. That's the real path to success. So have to be practice the coaching more professionally, more solid, that more result driven, that will give you the best path to success.
Yeah, definitely. And where you're able to help your students that a lot of coaches may not be able to, is you have such a powerful story and journey that you can build that relationship before you even start sharing your expertise, and connect with them through your own journey. Because that's really a big part of coaching, is how do you break down those walls and be able to connect and be vulnerable with the people that are going to be spending time with you. And then the resources and the tools and the techniques and all of those other things will come across easier and more encouraging, inspire that they can do it from themselves because they're inspired and encouraged by your story. So really excited to see where your business continues to go as we get into the new year. And Albie, how about for you, as you think about the future of your business as we're getting into 2022, what are you seeing?
A lot of opportunity, just looking for a lot of exposure, speak to a lot of people, and increasing my, again, exposure is probably the best term I can use, but also increasing the members of my power team. Example, I look to deal with professionals that are touching a residential home or a commercial business. An example of residential, I'm working with more realtors, mortgage people, title people, blue collar workers like roofers and tree removal people, things of that sort, and collaborating together to try to help the homeowner as best as possible and educate them going forward.
Yeah, and what a great shout out, Albie, because if you're listening to the show today and you were in business, whether you sell B2B, business to business, or you sell B2C, business to consumer. My mortgage business, I sell B2C, I'm business to consumer. Albie is B2C, business to consumer. Lay is business to business. But where B2C professionals can have a lot of lost opportunity and really being able to support as many people as they can with their product and their service is they go directly to the consumer. What Albie just shared is a huge takeaway for those of you that sell B2C, business to consumer, where your biggest lead generation opportunity is, which means that you're going to be able to support more people that need your product and service, is building your power partner relationships. It's getting connected with other business professionals that are working with the people that need your services. And so that's a really great shout out, Albie. And I wanted to make an extra note on that for any listeners, because that have businesses and are looking at how to increase their lead generation. When you sell to your consumer, your highest opportunity to get to those consumers is to build relationships with power partners. Why? Because they are doing business today, but they do not offer the product and service that you do. Being that they're doing business today, it means they can support you today. And they need you today, because being that they don't offer your product and service, they need you because your product and service is a direct connection to what their clients need. So thank you for that, Albie. Okay, as we're wrapping up our time here on our panel segment, Lay, what is your most memorable experience as a business owner?
I think it's a lot of small moments, like especially every time on the coaching call, I see my clients' eyes light up and sharing some great news with me that even surprised me, like, wow, like I didn't expect you to change that fast. Something improved so fast within just a week or 2 weeks starting the coaching, things start to improve dramatically. So there's a lot of magical moments like that throughout the year.
Oh, that's great. I love how you said small, because where those big magical moments come from, they come from rejoicing in your small wins. And because overnight success does not happen. It's all of the little small things that you do. However, you have to recognize and rejoice in those small wins, because otherwise you most likely will miss the big wins. And that's really what a coach can do, is walk you through, just as Lay did on her own journey. She had to take one step at a time on that mountain or those mountains. And she had to focus on that one small step that was in front of her and not worry about the big climb that she had to make. And so that's exactly what you just shared there, is you're able to recognize their big wins, because just as you said, it's all of the small ones and recognizing those through the process. So thank you, Lay. Albie, how about for you? What are those small, memorable experiences in, or most memorable experiences in your business?
Well, the ability to help people in a way that they didn't realize I could help them. People think, hey, I just pay my electric bill and just move on towards my day, and say, look, this is this is something that you actually have a real decision you can make, something that's really going to help you with your energy costs. So and the one thing, I had a recent situation that I had a client that he already wanted solar. He just didn't have the credit score to get the solar he wanted through a previous company. I said, well, that's the good news. That's one of the benefits that we offer, is we were able to help people with lower credit scores. And he was ready on board. He said, look, I like solar. I want it. I know the benefits. I mean, basically it sold itself. So it was great that I was able to help somebody who wanted it and understood the value of renewable energy.
Definitely. As we're getting into the new year, everybody starts, or you should, if you are not, re-looking at your budget, where your expenses are going, and how can you save money so that you can have a better quality of life for your family in this coming year. And so if you don't have solar, definitely reach out to the show so I can get you connected with Albie. Well, thank you both of you for the panel conversation. Coming up next in the Money Hour, double your revenue next year or next quarter with Lay Wang of Journey with Lay, right here on 1150 AM KKNW. I love the holiday music that Benny, my engineer, came up with, puts a little bit different spin on the show. You were listening to the Money Hour on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, December 5th. holiday show. It's a magical time of year, and my wish for you is love and happiness during the holidays. You can also listen to my podcast, Facebook premiere, or my show on my show YouTube channel. In addition, for more information on upcoming events, you can go to tinamitchellevents.com. I'm your host, Tina Mitchell, and your local mortgage expert. I'm here to help you build a strong financial blueprint 1 week and 1 show at a time. If you're hearing my show at a different time of day, you are listening to a rebroadcast. I am here to answer any questions or to connect you with the 2 guests that I have on the show today. Please call the show at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. And now back in studio, Lei Wang of Journey with Lei. Double your revenue next year or next quarter right here on 1150 AM KKNW. Really excited, Lei, to have you back on the show. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the show, I've had you in a lot of different areas in my platform. You have a beautiful story, and being able to share your story is inspiring people. It's motivating people to take action in their business and their life, and it's inspiring them to show what is actually possible for them as well. So, Lei, can you please share a little bit more in detail about what you do in your coaching practice?
Thank you for having me back again.
Yeah.
So my name's Lei Wang. I'm a motivational speaker, leadership coach, and a business strategy consultant. And so I have been doing speaking and coaching for several years. Because my background story, was the quick one is you see the background, it's all the mountains. So that's where I spend most of my time when I was not working at home right now. So outside, I just say I'm a climber because that's my passion. I was the first Asian woman to climb the 7 summits and ski to the North Pole and the South Pole, which are called the Explorers Grand Slam. And until like years later, I Googled to find out, oh, actually, I was the number 4 women in the world to finish that. I didn't even figure out that after many years, like because after I finished, oh, okay, I'm done. I didn't even bother to check the stats.
4th woman in the entire world to finish.
That was the funny part. Yeah, thank you. So after that, I did a lot of motivational speaking because people like to hear what I learned, what motivated me, what is the message I can help other people to change their life, transform their life, pursue their dream. And while the speaking, I learned a lot of times people got inspiration, but then they forget about it in a few days, then nothing happened. So I got into coaching. I like to see the real results of what people really took the action and got the result from my influence. So that gave me a lot of satisfaction. So in short, I'm focused more on coaching. So both on leadership coaching and business strategy.
Yeah. Well, and you say you're a climber outside of business, and you're definitely a climber within side business as well, because in order to be successful at business, you have to climb those mountains, and those mountains are never ending in business. Now, you might be getting close to the mountain, but we always to the top, but we always want to keep getting even growing our business and growing our lives and growing the ability that we have to support the people that need us. And again, the product and or service that we have to offer. So really excited that you are taking your company to a whole new level, not just going from keynote speaking and leadership coaching, but now within leadership coaching and business coaching, giving people the exact map for success that they need to be able to produce business leads so that they can help more people. So let's go into a little bit more detail about this year and how this new part of your coaching platform, what that looks like.
Yeah, definitely. So when I was doing leadership coaching, I found a lot of time people are not able to take the actions for their big dream, big goals, because the steps sound so intimidating. So to break down the steps, sometimes it's a mindset, sometimes really it's a logistic. Like, for any business to grow, it's not just pure mindset. Also, you need to get more customers, you need to get more revenue. where do I start to get more customers? How do I increase my revenue? Especially how to increase your bottom line, increase your profit margin. That is what determines how much money you take home, what lifestyle you can live after you worked so hard in your business. So I found it's just mindset is not enough. I need deliver tangible result to my client. So because I had a background in finance marketing, in MBA, and I worked in investment banking, I worked in IT industries. I'm familiar with corporates. I'm familiar with how business runs. So why not leverage all my background, my knowledge to add more value to my clients? So that's why I got into the business consulting for my clients too. So just break it down simply, for any business, you want to improve your bottom line. Basically, the 4 things you need to do. First, you need to get more potential customers, which is lead generation. Then 2, you need to convert your potential customer to real customers, which is conversion. And then you need to sell more, make more transactions with your customers. And then you need to increase your dollar value from each sales. And then after that, how that works in your profit margin. So that will impact your actual money you can take home in the end. So I just work on those like 5 blocks with my customers to help them map out what's the roadmap, what's strategy we can improve on each of these components.
So exciting. And if you're looking at taking your business to the next level, everyone needs a coach. We all know the best of the best, no matter what we're talking about, they all have coaches. And so as you're thinking about planning for 2022, Lei is really going to be able to provide value to your business. And yes, mindset is not enough. You have to have the tools needed and the ability to be able to get the leads, then convert the leads, then sell to those, close on those leads, and then the continue follow up and follow through process through that. But you have to have the mindset as well, because you see people that have all the things, people know what they need to do, but they're not doing it. Why aren't they doing it? Because they don't have the mindset. And so you have to have both of it. And that's what Lei really can do for you in her coaching program. So Lei, how can small businesses dramatically improve their bottom line in a relatively short period of time?
Well, as I mentioned, there are basically 5 blocks. The building block you need to work on: the lead generation, the conversion, you sell more transactions to your customers, increase the dollar value of the sales, and improve your profit margin. And to see a dramatic improvement, say you want to double your profit or say 10 times your profit, the truth is you don't have to double each of the components. If you just improve, say 10%, 5% on each of that, if you can just improve your lead generation by 10%, if you can improve your conversion rate by say 1%, 2%, you can increase the value you sell to each customer just by another 10%. And you can improve your profit margin by just say 5%, 10%. That adds up to more than double, sometimes 10 times the profit to your bottom line. So it's not that complicated. Think it's scary. You think it's impossible to double or quadruple, whatever the big number. The truth is you only need a very small improvement on each of the building blocks. So that coaching can help you.
Yeah, definitely. So just do those little adds to your business and what you already have, and you'll see exactly what Lei is saying. So yeah, those strategies sound great. There's some business owners that don't have the resources or bandwidth to take on new tasks, or they're simply just overwhelmed. So how do you handle that for them not missing the opportunity of the importance of coaching?
Yeah, that's why the coaching helps, because everything is like a climbing mountain. It's intimidating, it's a giant when you're facing that challenge. But as a coach, I can help you to break down the complicated concepts to small, simple steps. Say lead generation. It's just a very simple, small step each time. You don't have to know the whole big, complicated system to start. Just do one little thing to improve what you're already doing. So I can guide you with a very simple step that you can implement really fast. You don't need need time like years. It just in a matter of few days, you can, oh, I can change this. Then you're going to see results in just a matter of 30 days or a quarter. You're going to see dramatic results. And also don't do it alone. So like we just talked before on this show that you should have partners, joint ventures, you have collaborators. The same thing as a coach, I'm not doing it alone too. So if there's some area I'm not expert in that, I can point you to the right person who can help you. We can work together. So I'm not going to say I can fix everything. I'm not a doctor for everything, but I know how to line up resource for you to help you. So we together as a team, we can solve any business of the challenges you are facing.
Well said. Yeah, well said, Lei. What kind of small businesses can benefit from your coaching program?
Actually, any small business, because all the principles of what I talked about, the 5 building blocks, are common to all business. Any small business, doesn't matter you're a bakery shop, a restaurant, a salon, or you're home remodeling, you are in the fitness, in the gym, or the solar panel. It is any small business. Bottom line is you need more customers. You need to sell more. You need to improve your profit margin.
Perfect. And so for business owners who are eager to improve their bottom line, how do they get started on that?
Well, first, we're going to start with the assessment because as I mentioned, there are 5 building blocks. So we'll see where you are in your business growth stage, which is the most important stage block we start working on. And then we're going to improve the most critical one first and improve the next one. So step by step, we can improve your whole pipeline, improve your profit. So the result can be anywhere from 30 days, people can see dramatic results. And some people may take a bit longer, depending on where you are in your business. So we always start with the assessment, then we make a plan, then we execute step by step.
Wonderful. So as I'm wrapping up my time here with you, Lei, can you share some successes that you have personally had in your business in 2021?
Yeah, definitely. I had a client who, when he came to me, his sales is dwindling or say stagnating. He's like only taking home $4,000 a month after working so hard. That is like for any small business owner, that's really sad, right? And we started working on coaching, and within a month, he started to take $20,000 a month home.
Wow. $4,000 a month to $20,000 a month.
Yeah, so the other thing is very simple steps. So don't be scared when people say, oh, this is impossible to do something so big, so gigantic. Actually, it's not true. You only need to take small steps. Small steps can generate big results.
Yeah, when you have somebody that is going to help you through those small steps, have a plan that is getting created around your own individual business, help you through the mindset piece of it, and be there to help you adjust as you need to adjust to continue to maximize those results. That's what a great coach can do for you. So as our final wrap up here, any shout out that you would like to give to anyone that's listening to the show, Lei?
Yeah, so for anyone of you, if you want to double your profit within the next 30 days, next quarter, call me, email me at lei@journeywithlei.com. I'm taking 5 new clients for the January challenge to see dramatic result within 30 days. So don't wait, just send an email to me today, lei@journeywithlei.com.
Wonderful. What a great shout out. Lei is LEI, and there's 5 spots for January. So definitely great call to action if you want to take your business to the next level in 2022 so that you can have a better life for you, better life for your family, and you could help more people that need what you have to offer. Definitely take action and reach out to Lei. Lei, always a pleasure, and happy holidays to you.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays, everyone.
Coming up next to the Money Hour, Residential Solar Savings Program. Albie Delgado of The Solar Guy right here on 1150 AM KKNW. You are listening to The Money Hour at 11:50 a.m. KKNW, the Saturday, December 25th holiday show. Wishing you great holidays and a great start to the new year. You can also listen to my podcast, Facebook premiere, or my show on YouTube. In addition, for more information on upcoming events, you can go to tinamitchellevents.com. I am your host and local mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell. I bring into studio each week the best of the best experts in our local market on everything regarding your money. And now in studio, I have Albie Delgado of the Solar Guy Residential Solar Savings Program right here on 11:50 a.m. KKNW. Albie, welcome to the show for the first time.
Hello there. How are you?
Wonderful. Excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about this in my introduction and in our panel conversation. And if people are watching us on video, then they definitely know that you support 50 states. So basically, you can help everyone out there. So share a little bit about your company and what you're doing, Albie.
What we do is we target homeowners that own a house that's 1 to 4 family, looking to save on their energy cost. A lot of people don't know this, but the electric companies are raising their rates every single year. The national average is 2.9%. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think of compounded interest year after year, month after month, it does add up significantly. So the great thing is the federal government has helped out and is giving a federal tax credit to homeowners that are looking to go green with clean renewable energy. So it's very exciting.
Yeah. So what is that? So that get that government incentive. What does that look like, Albie?
What that means is if you buy a solar system, let's say for example, 20,000 is an example. When you go to file your taxes, you'll get a 26% federal tax credit that you get to take advantage of. Obviously, check with your financial advisor, but it's something that is a way of you're being incentivized by the federal government to do something that's good for you and your community.
Yeah, and everybody can save, money for sure with inflation, everything else. The cost of everything else is going up. So why not have the cost of something go down for you by investing in solar? So what is the difference between solar and the electric company, Albie?
A couple things. With the electric companies are using, they're using very dirty materials. They're using fossil fuels. They're using coal. They're using nuclear. You may or may not know this, but they were using coal on the Titanic in 1912. So that kind of tells you how long they've been using it for. Now with solar, we're using the best form of renewable energy, which is the sun. It's clean, it's green, and it's great for the environment.
So Albie, what about cash up front or down payment that's needed to invest in a solar system for your home?
Well, the great thing is we have programs that are no money down, free installation of the panels, and you're going to save money. There's a great chance you're going to save more money than you ever thought of. Because what happens is, obviously I'll use New Jersey as an example. We have all 4 seasons. So obviously you're going to use more electricity in the summer than you would in the winter.
Sure.
So, and again, so you're going to see peaks and valleys, and we can even show you over a 5, 10, 15-year period what you're going to pay. Again, going by the national average of 2.9%.
So, Albie, what's the credit score requirement to actually qualify for a loan to get solar in your home?
Well, the good news is there are a lot of solar companies out there that want a 650, 680 credit score.
Mm-hmm.
I can work with a 600 credit score and still save you a lot of money, give you a great interest rate, which is fixed, and there is no prepayment penalty.
Yeah, great. And as Albie stated, as well as your local mortgage expert, if you don't have the most favorable credit score and it's going to have an impact on any type of lending, we're talking about lending here for a solar system so that you can save money. There's great ways to be able to increase your credit score. Sometimes it can be done relatively quickly. On an average, maybe closer to 90 and 120 days, you can get yourself set up for a better credit score. So it should not have to hold you back for sure. So let's talk a little bit more about what it looks like and how much money might be able to be saved with investing in a solar system.
I'm going to give you 2 examples. And what I do is I do a 25-year analysis, 25 years staying with the electric company, 25 years with the solar.
Okay.
And I have 2 examples. The first one is the client was going to pay in the next 25 years, $129,411 just staying with the electric company, again, at 2.9% national average, being conservative as using that as the increase over the next 25 years. If she went to solar, it would cost her $75,449. So over that 25-year period, she's saving almost $54,000. Plus, again, in New Jersey, she's able to take advantage of federal and state incentives in addition to those savings. And then the scenario number two, this is a person that did something called a cash option. What that means is they decided to use their own financing, whether they refinance their house or pulled out money from another source.
Yep.
And I was able to give them an additional 15% discount. So instead of paying $70,691 for electric over the next 25 years, it was only going to cost them $31,100. And again, that's about
Wow.
$40,000 savings in 25 years, and including federal and state incentives. So you really have to think, hey, do I want to save money? Do I want to help the environment? Do I want to help my family? And do I want to make a difference? And you can check.
Yeah. Well, that is, you're not even calculating in the increase in your home value, because when you bring solar into, when you have solar in your home and you're making that investment, it is going to increase the value of your home. More people are going to see the value in that home because they're going to save money on their electric bill, right?
That is correct. If you go to Zillow.com, on average, you're going to see a 4 to 6% increase in the value.
Yeah.
Of the home. Correct.
Yes. Yeah. So what if you need a new roof on your home? How does that work?
Well, the good news is if you need a new roof, again, that's one of the main things we have to ask you. Hey, how old is your roof? If you say, hey, it's like we just got one 3 years ago, you're going to be in great shape. But if you say, hey, my roof's 19 years old, I'm going to need to get a new roof eventually. What I would say is, well, it's all good news. Number one is if you allow us to replace your roof, we'll put a 50-year shingle with Owen Corning. Number one is you get a 50-year warranty, and you also get the federal tax credit on the roof and the solar when we do it together. And again, you get a brand new roof, you get a new solar system, and you're going to be in great shape.
Yeah. What about battery backup? Is that available?
We do offer that as an option if that's something that you want. I typically would recommend, if you want to really get the most bang for your buck, is to go with a generator.
Okay. Yeah, we've got a generator at our house and love it for sure. Definitely an investment worth having. So what would somebody need to do if they're listening to the show right now and thinking about getting solar? What is the first step to getting started?
Easiest thing they need to do is to reach out to me either by a phone call or by email. And I would just need a copy of their most recent electric bill. I need all the pages. And what it does is we're able to do a 12-month analysis to see exactly what they're paying, what their energy usage is, and then we can build a system based on that. And again, I can come back with a response in as little as 24 hours. And at that point is we would set up a meeting. Obviously, because I do the whole country, it would be by Zoom.
Yeah.
I would explain all the benefits of solar and all the advantages of going green. And then I would even email them the presentation. It's about 10 to 12 slides, very detailed, and shows them the whole kit and caboodle about solar.
Yeah. And what I love about the Zoom capability, especially being in the mortgage industry, it is all about numbers, just like it is in what you're doing, is really being able to show the numbers of what the savings can be, being able to jump on Zoom and just see that report and how those numbers come out personally for them. What is the best way for someone to reach out to you, Albie?
Well, they can call me on my cell phone or they can text me. My number is 609-802-6403. And I'm available 6 days a week, minus Sundays. And again, even if they text me on a Sunday, I definitely will still respond. That's just my nature.
That's just the type of guy that you are. Albie, what if you have an electric car, hot tub, or swimming pool?
Those were even better, because what happens is those are amenities that are going to cost you even more money than the standard homeowner. So a lot of people don't realize when you have an electric car, on average, that's going to eat up about 4,000 kilowatts per car per year. So it's great that you're going green with your vehicle, but let's make you go green with your house. And then, that's even more savings and more value.
Yeah. So what are some other things that people need to be thinking about when they're considering solar for their home?
Obviously the benefits of it, that's the number one. The other thing is, again, if you're looking to save money, because look at the last 20 years, milk has not gone down in price, property taxes have not gone down, the price of bread, stamps, everything goes up. So this is one of the few costs that you have control of and you can dictate, because what happens is, again, the electric company's rates are going up every single year. If you have a loan with us, it stays it's a flat payment. It's fixed. It will never change. And then you know what you're going to pay. So you know what to expect.
Yeah. Why doesn't everybody have solar?
There's a lot of reasons for that. Most of it is lack of education. They just, it's new to them. They don't know who to ask. They're a little nervous. And the other thing is, if you live in a condo development, there's an association that doesn't want to allow it. There's a townhouse development doesn't want to allow it to happen. So again, my main focus is 1 to 4 family homes. And those are people we can definitely help. And again, if you're looking to save money, this is a great way, not only to save money and go green, but to help the environment too.
Yeah, definitely. We all want to be able to help the environment. And what types of home are going to have the highest benefit from solar?
Believe it or not, I'd say to each, it varies based on the homeowner. But if you're paying $100 a month for electric or more, it's going to be a great benefit to you. And again,
Yeah.
like I mentioned before, if you have the hot tub, you have the electric car, you have the swimming pool, those are going to be a lot of adders. But now, since the pandemic, a lot of more people are working from home. A lot of people are doing everything from home, and those are going to raise your electric bill as well. I had somebody in Conshohocken. It was in a row home, not a big place. They were using 24,000 kilowatts a year, which is a lot. So again, it doesn't. Everyone's usage is different. So again, everybody's usage is different, but we still approach it the same way. We will try to do the best we can to max out that electric bill for them.
Yeah. Any misconceptions or common misconceptions that people have on solar?
Well, first one is it's expensive. And my question is based on what and compared to what? When people move into a house, they have one choice of the electric company, whoever they pick up the phone, they set it up, and without thinking, hey, and the first question they should be asking is, why do I only have one choice? When I get my internet service or my cell phone service, I have multiple choices. And why is it with the electric company? It's a monopoly. They control it. And now there's another way that you can use clean renewable energy, save money, and control your energy costs.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it seems definitely a great to be thinking solar, going green, saving money for your family. So call to action for anybody that's listening right now, Albie.
Yeah, just grab your electric bill, email it to me. Let me take a look, see what I can do for you. The analysis is free. The information is free. Again, if you decide to go with us, you're going to have a detailed presentation, no money down. The installation of panels will always be free. And depends on the state you're in, there are incentives that you want to take advantage of. So the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to save money. The best thing that's going to happen is you're going to save money. Well,
that sounds like a pretty good half glass full, half glass empty, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely take a look at that. And it's nice numbers, numbers are really great to be able to show numbers and do the comparison. So reach out to Albie or reach out to the show and I'll get you connected with him. Take a look at what your electric bill is, do the comparison to see what that's going to look like for you over a 25-year period so you can see where you can save money. Because I doubt anyone that's listening to the show right now would say that they would not be interested in where can they find ways to save money as we're getting into the new year. It's a great time to do that because we're all planning not just for our professional businesses, but we're planning in our personal life as well to where we can maximize our opportunities by minimizing our expenses that are going out on a monthly basis.
Absolutely. And one last thing that people don't realize, if you stay with the electric company, you're going to be paying a bill every month for every year forever. It's never going to stop. Now with solar, let's say after 25 years, you don't have a payment anymore, which means you're just generating electricity for your household and you're not paying a bill anymore.
Yeah, well, that's a huge shout out and a way to, great way to end because, would you rather have something, it's kind of like owning a home versus renting. Would you rather pay rent with no end in sight or a home with in 30 years, you would have an end in sight if you stay on track for that 30-year fixed rate mortgage. And so, that's a great shout out. At some point in time, when you get to that 20 years, you're going to no longer have that payment anymore. So thank you for that, Albie. Well, I want to thank both of my guests for coming in and joining the show today. Great information. Lay, again, thank you for being here again.
Thank you so much for having me here. So excited.
Yeah. Yes, and Albie, thank you again to you. And I wish both of you happy holidays and the greatest success in your business next year, which means you have the ability to help more people. And of course, Benny, thank you to you and happy holidays to you as well.
Thank you very much, Tina, and to
very much.
everyone there.
And I was just going to say, most importantly, to all of the listeners of the show, I'm Tina Mitchell, your host and local mortgage expert, wishing you safe and happy and funful holidays. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and the holidays. I look forward to talking more money with you next week, right here on 1150 AM KKNW.